Who just rang the doorbell?
Oh,
Let me
somebody
see.
who's going Uber live. Did somebody really ring your doorbell?
No, so I have a doorbell when we go live.
Oh, ding dong.
Okay, just hold on 1 second.
All
I need to
right.
hold on
Well, I'm
one
gonna
second.
wait to pop my bottle. I just don't want to pop my bottle for anybody.
Okay, so let me move the chat, pop it out.
Like, did you get full dress? Because I have shoes and everything.
I did not put on shoes, but I am full dressed. I mean, I'm full
Your
dressed.
mother would be very disappointed. Don't put on the shoes.
Honey, listen, Linda.
You have to put on the shoes.
I will, you know what? Maybe I will go put on the shoes.
Please.
You want me to put on the shoes?
Put a little effort into this.
I mean, you are wearing a tiara. I feel obligated.
You know, I wore this as I gardened today.
Of course you did. You always wear it when you garden. All right, I'm going to get the shoes.
Okay.
I'm going to get the shoes just for you.
Thank you. You know, it's the things you ask your girlfriend to do, and they're simple. Alisha, put on a dress. Let's Zoom. Okay, I assume she's putting on shoes too. If I gotta put on eyelashes, you gotta put on shoes. Oh, I'm gonna need a towel. Luckily, I have one here. Voila. Oh, we thank you. We thank you. We just don't want to see the bottom of your feet at this hour.
All right.
Been, what, 6 weeks since you had a pedicure?
Oh, yes. It's been 6 weeks. Girl, I just want to say, can you hear my music?
It's really faint.
Okay. I'll turn it down then because it's useless. But I'm really enjoying the music. So, na zdrowie to my bestie who I miss very much.
Oh, I miss you too, boo.
And I'm so happy that you're still healthy through the Rona. Not that you've had Rona, but just healthy.
No, yeah, no Rona here. The lack of Rona, as opposed to the having the Rona, has caused my husband to lose a few of his marbles. Oh, yeah? I fear he's going to the dark side. This thing is not as bad as everyone says it was going to be.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Lord,
have mercy. Yeah. Have mercy.
Right. I don't even know what to say.
Can you pull the computer back a little bit away from you so that we can see a little more of you? Burnman 805. What is up? Put the shoe on or else I'm leaving. Honey, darling, I put the shoe on. I put the shoe on. I haven't had a pedicure in 6 weeks. What do you want from me, honey?
Lord, yes. We don't need to see all that. Are you
too much banana?
Too?
No. I just put clear gloss on. Too much banana and not enough wine. Although the banana and the wine are surprisingly really good pairing.
What kind of wine are you drinking, dear?
A Spanish cab of some sort a friend of mine gave me.
A Spanish cab? Okay.
Yes.
Not like a Barolo or a...
Honey, I don't know anything about Spanish wines, okay? I just drink them. And then if they're like at least over 90 points, I'm good. I'm not that picky.
I mean, a 90-point wine is a good drinking wine.
Right, right. Yeah. I'm really jealous of your tiara. I know that you have several tiaras. Is that your gardening tiara?
A tiara.
Is that your gardening one? Because I know you have several tiaras.
It's, you know, the simplest of them. I didn't want to get carried away, scare the birds.
Right. It is just Sunday night, our Sunday formal.
Yeah. It's, you know, my everyday tiara.
It's my pedestrian tiara.
Go to the garden center.
Joe K says, what? Joe K's asking, what restaurant will you go to after the Rona shutdown? Oh, wait, there's a difference between which one each of us will go to and then which one we'll go to together. So
Oh.
you first, which one will you go to right after the shutdown?
Well, where I would love to go is likely not, you can't just walk in. You need reservations months out. And that's going to be the kitchen here in
Oh.
Sacramento.
Yes. So the first restaurant I'm going to go to after the shutdown is Mulvaney's in Sacramento.
Uh,
Hands down, that's my favorite restaurant ever.
do I get the invite?
So, which restaurant are we going to together after the Rona?
Mulvaney's.
Mulvaney's.
Yes.
And I'm probably
Absolutely.
going to sleep at your house because we're going to order way too much fucking wine because I am itching to get out and do something.
I think it's going to be nuts, but that's, you know what? That's quite a ways away.
So tell me, have you had dinner in Mulvaney's in their back private wine cellar?
I have not had a dinner in the back private wine cellar.
I have. And
Have
that's
you?
where, yes, Andrew Barber's birthday, last year, not this past 2 years ago. You and I will make reservations. Hopefully it'll be warm. We could sit outside, but if not, we should sit in that wine cellar. It's beautiful. It's
Yeah,
room
no, I
for
haven't been in the
6.
one. Yeah, I've been next door where they do their catering because I had a girlfriend's 40th birthday party there and they take over that whole area.
40. Oh, I can't imagine.
40th birthday. I know, right? We won't.
Who would
speak about
ever
it yet.
get that old? That's insane. What is wrong with people? Why would you
Again.
turn 40?
And it was amaze balls because they have this little private entry area that's got a stage. Then there's the whole dining area, and then they made a cigar cave in the back for her.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like cigars.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Although I can only handle like one a year, but it has to be a good one. It's kind of like wine. It has to be good. I'm not going to just smoke any old cigar.
Yeah.
Unless it's
not
for a
really
picture
down
at a
with
poker
them.
table.
I do like the smell. I'm not much of a smoker, so
Show us what you're drinking.
I'm just having a little Veuve de Vernet. So that's one of our French ice rosé. It's really nice.
You didn't send me a picture of you.
You what?
I wanted to put a picture of you next to me
on
my gram, and you didn't send me one, but I can put up another one.
I didn't have the opportunity because I was still putting on lashes and underwear. I figured I needed at least those two to join the Zoom meeting. I mean, you know.
So I know I texted you yesterday, and I'm not wanting to get too into it.
Yeah.
I texted you yesterday, and you saw what had happened was
What happened?
on Instagram, or sorry, on Twitter.
Twitter, yes.
Little bit of craziness on Twitter. Jason Cornell says good times. Yes, we're having good times with a little bit of serious talk.
Yeah.
I was a little blown away at Twitter yesterday. I don't know if everyone saw it, but I'm a little disappointed.
That's a good word.
Right.
Yeah.
Disappointed from who I thought was a friend. Long time ago.
Yeah.
But
knowing what I know of him, that I was a little flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted, but not surprised given previous comments from him.
Outside of Twitter. Because
no,
I do know he was going
tweeted
around
this.
town saying stuff like pro stones.
Nope, he tweeted this not as things were breaking.
What? So so after I posted on Twitter on September 28th, the day that I outed Mike.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have lunch with him the next Saturday. He apparently called a lawyer and then messaged me and told me he couldn't make it because his lawyer told him not to. And then he sent me a nasty gram and unfollowed me and basically cut me out. And he's like, I think you misunderstood what I was doing. I never stopped being your friend. I'm like, I don't know any friends who would call a lawyer before our lunch, send me a nasty message, unfollow me, and cancel our friendship. Come on. Who are you lying to? That's all I have to say about that.
Do I get to say anything about it?
Yes, I would
Okay.
like for you to say something.
Yeah, I thought, given his relationship with Stones, I didn't see it being unusual that he would have said, okay, let me figure out where I stand given my position. But I certainly would have expected him to pick up the phone and say, wow, this is a lot coming down the pipe. And I don't know where this stands with Stones. I'd still love to have lunch, but can we maybe postpone a little here? Can you give me a moment to figure this out and leave all the rest alone? Like the nasty gram, the unfollow, all of those things, I'm sure his lawyer didn't tell him to do.
I doubt he called a lawyer. Who the fuck calls a lawyer for a lunch date with a friend?
Nobody.
Nobody fucking calls a lawyer.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's
yeah,
that on that.
we just see where his pockets are lined. That's all. It's
Unfortunately,
disappointing.
I mean,
Yeah.
he definitely tried to clean things up a little bit as he kept going. Oh, I was
The victim
making,
blaming, I'm done.
yeah,
We're done.
yeah.
There's no I can't move forward past that.
Which, and I absolutely see that, and I don't understand how he didn't see that and how he didn't pull himself back from the conversation, given that the people who are following the conversation are people who he is going to want to be paying attention to him. Should WSOP get back online? I don't know why he wanted to sink his boat like that.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, he did sink his boat there.
He did. He did. Oh well. Tough titty said to kitty.
Where the fuck do you get this shit, Alisha?
My
Where
mama,
did you learn that your grandmother?
my mama.
Your mom stories about your mom are hilarious. I love the gifts she gives you.
She does. Just
She
little
knits you
nuggets of.
sweaters still.
She's not knitting me sweaters any longer. She did make me some face masks.
Like from what?
Cotton face mask with double interface lining and the whole COVID-19.
Oh, like
mask.
I thought you meant like mask, like peel off mask.
No,
I was
my
like,
mom
what
is
did
crunchy.
what did she make it out of? What household items did she use for like a clay
Okay,
mask?
so just so you know, my mom used to make me every stitch of clothing I used to wear. And I think she just never got rid of some of that fabric. Just happened to have interfacing and 100% cotton laying around. And
in like a pattern that you wore to your 8th grade photo.
I'm not gonna lie, it might have been in one of those photos.
So you want to hear a funny story, and I really would love to find these photos. I grew up really poor. We immigrated to Canada when I was young in the mid 80s. And I mean, we shopped at secondhand stores. Like there was no money. And I remember my mom would buy things and I didn't understand why she bought things that were too big for me. But now looking back, it was so I could grow into them.
Yeah.
And there was this one outfit. It was like overalls with this plaid shirt. It was like this matching little outfit. It was huge on me. So the first class photo, massive. It was like I was swimming in it. Second one, I fit. And then the third year for the class photo, I was like the Incredible Hulk about to rip through the outfit.
Oh, we're just lucky we couldn't see the bottom of your pants.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize that, like, I didn't know what being poor was. I thought everybody ate chicken feet. You know, I thought chicken feet in your soup was like a normal thing. I thought gizzards, all that stuff was just like a part of everyone's meal. And then people were like, we go to restaurants. I'm like, what?
We've had this conversation. My mom, to this day, still cooks gizzards, livers, gizzards, the whole.
So look, there are studies now that show if we eat that kind of stuff, we're better off. It's lots of iron and vitamin C, lots of vitamins. Yeah, liver is super good for you. Why do you think at our age we still have 25-year-olds hitting on us? It's the
Because
liver
we're
and gizzards.
25. Because we're 25.
It's the liver and the gizzards.
Shut up, John.
Tell him he's not invited. This is our formal.
You're not invited to this one, she said. This is our formal.
If he doesn't have a tiara, it's not going to happen.
Oh God, he'll go in my closet and get one. Don't say, I will not say that.
As long as he knows he's live streaming.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, iron rich, I get that. It just is, have you ever cooked it?
Yeah. Liver. I have liver, not gizzards, but liver with onions and lots of butter. And
Okay, that's chicken livers?
I have had chicken livers. Hell yeah. I prefer beef liver.
Okay.
Okay. Mother Butcher. Veronica, Mother Butcher.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mother make everything from animal. Like my mother can prepare pig's feet, snout, every part of that animal. I'm surprised we didn't wear leather outfits from this, I don't know.
She wasn't tanning her own hides.
I know, I'm just saying that she was really resourceful. She made a lot of good food from almost no money. And I really think to this day that I'm as healthy as I am because I had really good food growing up, all from scratch, because she couldn't afford to take us out. She couldn't afford to buy the really good cuts of meat. And so
what's Mother's best recipe? What would you put on the table that your mom made?
Oh, my mom is an amazing cook. She has this natural ability, she just tastes it. She knows what it's missing. She knows how to pair foods. And you know how some people will use the same spices in every dish? My mother does not do that. Everything kind of pairs with everything else. Everything's got a unique flavor. I would say one of her, I think she makes Polish food very well. So her traditional Sunday dinners, I think all of it were really good. But I really like Polish salads. They're drożdżone. We say drożdżone. That means really finely chopped vegetables and peas and stuff. And some of it's with mayonnaise. But we would have so many different kinds of salads. So I would say my favorite thing would be a warm beet salad. And then maybe some kotlety, which is a cutlet. And gołąbki, which is cabbage rolls. So John Doe says fried chicken livers with hot sauce is the shit. I would try it with some hot sauce.
Anything's good with hot sauce. Throw that hot sauce on there.
I have found pepper sauce. California pepper sauce. Ooh, ooh, why didn't I know about this before?
I don't know.
It's life-changing.
You've got to have an array of sauces in your arsenal. You can't, you just can't go along with, I'm trying to think of what's the regular hot sauce? Because I don't use Tabasco. It's in there. I don't use it.
I think it's fine. I'm sorry for all you Tabasco hardcore lovers. It's just not for me. It's too sour.
Yes. A lot of vinegar.
Yeah. What's that? What's that all about? I like a little more, not sweet, but sweeter, less sour.
Gotcha. So back to your salad. So it sounds very slaw-like, okay. I just had an amazing slaw this evening. I didn't prepare it. I have a friend who has a slow cooker, not a slow cooker. What do you call it? A Traeger. So you slow cook meat in it.
Is it the one where you put it in a bag and you boil it?
No. That would be sous vide.
Oh, okay.
No.
You're so fancy. I don't know all this stuff. I just cook everything on the stove.
I learned that in the ghetto. Sous vide is, slow, cool to warm water. It's all about the pressure. Anyway, no, this is an actual a barbecue, but it's just meant to what's the word I'm missing here? Not steam. Honey,
Souffle?
what does the Traeger do? But what's the slow cooking? He's help use what? Smoker. Ding dong. I couldn't think of it. It's a smoker. So he smoked. Thanks, love. He smoked a pork butt for us. And he started it at 6 a.m. this morning, and we picked it up at 6 p.m. this evening. And we were just assuming he was going to do the meat for us, but he did a slaw with it. And it had red cabbage. Of course, he said no vinegar, but I tasted the vinegar in there, and I'm kind of get a wink, wink to the wife. Corn.
Yeah, with any slow cooked pork, though, you want to put like a little bit of vinegar.
You got to have some vinegar, right?
Yeah.
You need it.
Right.
No, but he didn't use the vinegar in the pork. He used it in the slaw. What he used in the pork, and I would have never done it, but it turned out amazing, was cherry Dr. Pepper.
I've heard of that.
Yes.
I've heard of that. That's a Southern thing. I have a girlfriend of mine who's a contractor where I work.
Yeah.
She's like, girl, just put some Dr. Pepper in that slow cooked pork and it'll be delicious. I'm like, I can't do it.
Well,
Britton August says, LOL, she's yelling at her guy. I usually lurk, but that brought me out. Thanks, love. LOL. I can imagine my wife yelling at me like that. Yeah.
I was yelling to him, not at him.
They have a very big house. They have to yell to get a,
hello,
sound to carry.
Hello. No, I wasn't yelling at him. I was yelling to him. There's a difference. I was yelling at him before the stream. I got that out of my system.
I'm glad you got it. Oh, wait, no zdrowie.
Are you going to eat bananas this whole time, or is that the same banana?
It's the same banana. Let me take my time with my banana.
Multi-fisting bananas over there?
Just one. This is my last one. I made banana bread the other day, and then I just had one left over. They're cheap per pound. This is the only thing you can afford in the supermarket right now. They're so cheap. And the only thing that's there.
So where is the rest of that banana bread?
On my fucking thighs, bitch.
You think the whole
You think this dress is zipped up all the way? It's not. I can't get in it. I've gained like 10 pounds since this whole COVID thing started, and it's all COVID's fault. It's not mine. I can't stop eating banana bread. And
you really do go to things that are savory. I don't even call them comfort food. It's just like, if I make something, I can't make a slice of banana bread or one cookie. I have to make a batch.
Well, so when I'm in the office and I'm in a meeting, you can't get up in the middle of the meeting and walk to the fridge. But guess what I'm doing now? I'm just walking to my fridge like every freaking 20, 30 minutes.
You need to put like a temporary wall there.
I will bust through anything that I put in front of my fridge. I actually stopped buying sweet stuff and like I still just overeat. I'm out of rice and I can't get lentils. So that's good. That might help.
I mean, lentils are good for you though.
Yeah, but they're a higher protein carb, but they're still a carb.
Yeah, that's true.
Bob Kraft says half your audience fainted when they said you grew up on pig parts. Nie na świnie. I mean, mother butcher, very poor. We make good. It's why I'm healthy. I was so skinny like a rail growing up because I just ate the right amount and very like not empty carbs,
Yeah. I grew up similarly. We had our periods there. My mother was just one of those, as I like to call her, crunchy Black women.
You always tell me about your hippie mom.
She was a hippie. It was awful. I'm like,
why is it awful? That's good. She's crunchy.
She's crunchier, if that's even a thing, to this day.
Tell us how crunchy she is.
How crunchy is she?
Yeah.
Well, there was
What's
a
the
period in our
crunchiest
life.
thing about your mom? Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, there was a period in our lives when we were vegan, and we didn't know it because we didn't know what vegan was. My mom just cut out everything. Literally, my dad couldn't have meat any longer. The dairy got goodbye. I don't even know what we were eating. Our family just refers to it as that time that we choose to forget. All we know is it was probably about a 2-year period. And at some point, my father came home with a slab of steaks, charcoal, and put that fucking shit on the barbecue. And that was the end of that. We're done. We are no more vegan. Let's get this game popping. And yeah, I don't know.
Britain August says, is crunchy black different than crunchy white? Weird. Never thought of that.
I don't know. I was never crunchy white. I don't know. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think crunchy is as crunchy does.
What would your mom do right now if she was 25? Would she have her own Instagram account with all her vegan products and like doing yoga every day and stuff like that?
It would be a lot of fucking hemp products. Because my mom grew up in the puff puff pass generation.
Oh, not just like
So
not hemp products to wear or anything, but like to
no,
smoke.
that too. Jute belts. When you say 100% organic cotton, yeah, we were doing that. Yeah, my mom was like all about that life. So I don't know.
So, did your parents ever play poker? Like, I'm curious how you started playing poker because you and I met. I don't know if people know this. Wayne in the chat, what's up? I don't know if y'all know this, but how I ended up talking to Alisha was I convinced Stones to give me my own game to host a game, and I wanted it to be a ladies' game. I know. I wanted it to be a ladies' game. And so I was trying to talk to some of the ladies in the room, and Alisha was there all the time. And I just like tapped her on her shoulder and said, "Hey, do you want to be in my game?" She's like, "Okay." I think we exchanged numbers that day, and you've been in every one of my games. I think maybe you've missed one. I don't even know. Have you missed one? You missed one.
I did. I have missed one. Yes. You know, I absolutely tried to make sure to schedule it. My family knew, don't mess with my V and friends poker time, but you know, sometimes
V and Friends would have never been as popular as it was if it wasn't for you. Because
Ah,
every time, come on, honey. Every time I'd call people and say, "Hey, do you want to be in the game this week?" They'd be like, "Is Alisha playing?" And I'm like, "Of course. Okay, I'll be there." I remember how it was so hard for me to get people in my game when you were absent. I think that one time. I don't think it was more than once. But that was the first question I always got. Is Alisha playing in the game? Yes, Alicia's always in the game.
So I can read that one of two ways. Either I'm a hell of a lot of fun at the table, or I am that fish.
You're a hell of a lot of fun. You're not that fish because you remember that $19,000 you won on your birthday. And then we all.
No, I don't remember that. Tell me about it.
19 and a half. Right?
19.7. Thank you. Let's get it right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
No, I mean, I did. I contributed plenty of cash to the game, never more than I was willing to put on the table. So I think that probably had a little to do with it, right?
I think you and I just clicked as friends.
We did.
We kind of, we do. And we kind of, our friendship has grown and improved and gotten closer. And we've kind of always just accepted each other for just who we are. I've never, ever been jealous of your light that's shining. You know what I mean? Like, I think we both have always just been so happy for each other, no matter what. And that's like, I think the best part of a female relationship.
Yeah, you don't find that often with females though. There's always so much competition. I don't find
Right.
competition. I don't feel like I'm in competition with you.
Yeah, I don't want to have friends that I'm in competition with. I don't
Yeah.
like that style.
Yeah.
So I always thought with you, it was just chill. If I didn't text you for 3 weeks, you wouldn't be like, "Where the fuck are you been?" Blah, blah, blah. So we
No, I
just
just
have
been
had a
in my
chill.
closet crying, just wondering what did I do? I don't know what I did.
Wayne says you two connected with the flop. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
A flop, that turn, and the river.
Yeah, I mean, she has taken a lot of money off me. I won't lie, but I'm okay with that. I've come to terms with Alisha having my money.
I share it though.
But you know what I'll do? I will order a 96-point bottle of wine and send that bitch the bill. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Yes, she will. Well, you know what? And I gladly pay it.
Yeah, so my birthday's coming up.
You sending me a bill? Is that what you're telling me?
I might. I'm gonna decide what I want. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I am gonna have a birthday party on Zoom though. So
What is
I'm gonna
it?
buy myself a bottle of Camus and I'm gonna drink it till I fall over on my birthday.
You are in love with the Camus. Like,
You know, it's the easiest drinking wine I find. It's like drinking a red velvet cupcake.
I hate red velvet cupcakes. I hate red velvet.
What is wrong with you, Alisha? You know what? There's very few flaws with you, but right now I'm noticing here they are. You hate
Because
red velvet
most people
cupcakes.
don't know how to make good red velvet.
You know what they are, Alisha? I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Red velvet cupcakes are fucking chocolate cupcakes.
They
with
are,
red
yeah.
food coloring. Yeah. So if
Yeah,
you don't know,
but you know what? If you make a good red velvet cupcake, it's not just chocolate cupcake with red food coloring. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. All right. Can Carrie, what's up in the chat? One of my moderators. Nice to see you. He said incredible dresses. Well, thank you. We got all dressed up Sunday Funday formal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She called me, and I think we threw this together in what, 2-3 hours?
2 hours. I was like, we're doing formal. I'm getting dressed up, 8 p.m. And you're like, I just got out of the garden. She didn't return my text. I had to stalk her practically. I just got out of the garden. I'm like, bitch, get in the shower and get yourself all done up. Get that tiara. I didn't tell her to put the tiara on. She did that on her own. So anyway.
You and that banana. Can you be done?
No, I'm almost done.
It is.
It's a little bit ripe.
Yeah, it's a little ripe. You could leave that on the counter for another day or two and it'd be perfect banana nut bread banana.
What's your favorite nut to put in banana bread?
Walnuts.
Such an obvious choice.
Well, what would you use?
Why not pecans?
I am not the biggest pecan fan. I am not a pecan fan. I don't know. And you know what?
What is wrong with you? Do you like pecan
guy,
pie?
Yeah, no.
Oh my God. How am I figuring all these flaws with you today?
That is my husband's jam too. And he keeps waiting for me to someday come around and like make one. It's never going to happen.
Whenever his birthday, I don't know when John's birthday is, but I will make him a pecan pie.
Oh my God. He will love you. You've got 6 months or actually 8 months to get it to happen. He's a January
maybe I can make it for his half birthday.
He's a January baby. You know what?
Oh, I missed it.
That's fine.
Oh, here he comes. John, we're streaming live on YouTube. Oh my God.
You're not wearing
if you're not wearing your formal tuxedo.
Be gone.
I'll just come say hi.
You go pick one of my tiaras.
Oh my God.
Feel free. But other than that, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, John won one of the win tournaments this summer for 100K. So he's kind of a big deal.
He thinks he is. You know, and I will say this. It wouldn't be the first time John had put one of my ball gowns on. I've got pics.
I don't want to know what you guys do in your sex life.
No. We had it was another situation where our friend said, get dressed up. We just want to do something fun and come on over. And I'm like, get dressed up. This is not.
They said, wear whatever you want. It's
Oh, that's what it was. Wear whatever you want. So he's like, okay, give me the blue ball gown. It literally floor length, strapless.
Tell him to put it on right now.
With his, he can't get in it. He's not that
That's
trim
what
any
she
longer.
said. So look, I'm confident he can get into one of your gowns and tell him to pick.
Go in there and find something to put on,
Go
man.
in there, John, and find something to put on. The YouTube chat wants to see this happen.
He's gone the other direction.
Smash that like button if you want John to put on a gown and get in this YouTube chat. Press 1 if you want to see John in a gown, in one of Alicia's gowns. And maybe a tiara.
Beer now.
Tiara. Put it on the tiara.
Oh, a rum and coke.
Tiara. It's tiara for you.
Tiara. A tiara. We're going to see, babe. If we have enough people who want to see you in one, you're just going to have to go make it happen.
They're smashing the like buttons. We need to see this gown.
Babe, go get a gown on for us.
Ben Allen says, "What's a blue ball gown?"
He's playing poker.
Blue balls.
He's playing poker online.
Oh, now he's still playing poker. He's complaining to me about poker online, and he's still playing poker online. Sounds like a hashtag standard poker player,
right? You remember that conversation?
Sounds pretty standard.
Yeah.
Wayne says, "Smash that like button." You should just do it anyway. Smash it anyway. George Stanley says, "Please," and he put 0, not 1.
He's pushing any button he can.
George Stanley says, "No, no, no, no." George, you know what? Sometimes you don't know what you need. Sometimes I'm here to help you figure out what you need in your life. And you might need a little John in a tiara and a gown.
He said he's not doing it. He says he's not getting paid enough.
Why does he need to get paid? Why doesn't he just do it for the fame?
He's not a fame whore. He's all about the money.
So listen, I bought this outfit.
May I say, it's cupping your curves in just the right way, my darling.
So I bought it for New Year's.
Me too.
And I didn't get a chance to wear it, and I thought, what better time to wear this?
Literally, I bought this because we were talking about going to Vegas with you for New Year's. I'm like, I need a party dress. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, didn't come to Vegas. Didn't go out for New Year's.
I didn't really go out either. Because it was like $10,000 for a table at a club, and we just decided to chill. We went out the night before, though.
Where were you guys going?
Every nightclub was like $10,000.
You gotta
table.
Get some people to know in Vegas.
All right, well then you let me know next time. Hook a girl up. Wayne says, "What's your gal's favorite jam to dance to?" You know what? I've been listening to this hits of 2016. It's all like dance music, happy dance music. I'm like, you know what? That was a time when we were all fucking happier.
2016? That wasn't that far long ago.
I know, but it's not like 20 years ago where you're rocking out to like the oldies, but it was like just a little while ago, and it was like all this happy music, and I guarantee you it's just going to be all emo stuff coming out this next year because everyone's all depressed.
I don't really have a fave to dance to. Yeah, anything that's got a good beat. I'm listening to anything. I've been actually.
You and I are quite easy. When we go to the club, we'll just dance to anything together.
Yeah. I've been jamming to. Have you participated in Club Quarantine yet?
No. What is this?
DJ D Nice. Club Quarantine. Oh my goodness.
Is it Instagram Live?
It is.
Oh, I need to go on that.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. You can do that. Yeah, just like anything with beat. I'm not particular. If I'm vibing, like I'm just relaxing, not really trying to dance, nobody seems to understand. I am a 70s rock chick.
You're very granola. I did not know that about you.
It got lodged in my brain somewhere. So 70s rock, early R&B, 80s, a lot of 80s music. You know,
people are just wrong and weird if they don't like 80s music. The 80s
80s
was a
music
great
is
era.
amazing.
All
right?
that fucking cocaine made everybody just write some great music. All that fucking Miami cocaine.
Wow, I
All
didn't think
those
about that.
80s all those 80s movies
Yeah,
with like what was the Breakfast Club, and I
right.
love Pretty in Pink. All that music was amazing.
You and Molly Ringwald,
80s for the ladies, baby.
right? Yeah. So
Ben
anything in
Allen
that
says,
genre.
if it's not Marvin Gaye, I'm not dancing. Really?
Ain't nobody dancing to Marvin Gaye. We're
Yeah,
doing other things, but we're
people
not
are
dancing.
fucking to
Right?
Marvin Gaye. They're not dancing.
We're not dancing.
Maybe he's dancing vertically.
I hope his rhythm is good.
Hopefully the song lasts more than 30 seconds.
No, I love Marvin Gaye. I love old soul and R&B and
Wayne, yes, If You Leave is one of my favorite songs ever by OMD. If you leave, don't leave now.
oh,
So my most recent interview, you were asking about Marley.
yes.
I love her sense of humor, and I love her just like just her general way of carrying herself.
Uh-huh.
And I really think that there were like some humorous undertones in the interview that when I was editing, I caught when I was asking her like something that I can tell not was bothering her, but was just like potentially pushing a little button. She was like, she's like guzzling the wine. And I was like, I love that you're guzzling the wine. But I like, she has this sense of humor that you have to like, it's not like just out there. You have to just catch it. It's really clever. And she was like one of my favorite people to interview, even though it wasn't a long interview. And I would have liked to have dived deeper. That's one thing that I want to work on, is like getting deeper into the conversation with people. But I'm always so concerned about like not pushing them into an uncomfortable place. You know what I mean?
I do, but I think you take that cue from the person. You're
Right.
prepared to push a conversation, and then you take the cues from that person. And I think maybe you're cutting yourself short, not because the other person wants to cut it short, but because you're feeling a little uncomfortable.
You know what? I actually get like really nervous, like with Farrah Galfon. I watched her on Days of Our Lives when I was younger, and I was really starstruck with her because I think highly of her. I love the way she like responds to the haters, to her husband's haters. And like, she's just like, I just love the way she handles her marriage and everything. She's such a cheerleader for her husband. But I didn't want to be like, hey, how's being a pit bull on Twitter helping you? Like, you know, I just like was trying to be respectful, but I just was nervous in that interview. And I think it shows how nervous I was. When I talk to you, I feel like I know our boundaries. I feel like I know what you would be okay with me saying live and what you wouldn't. And
Really?
I think that you're very similar to me, which like you have comfort in, you know, going live and stuff. Like I have several friends that if I said, hey, get dressed, we're going live on YouTube, they'd be like, are you fucking crazy? What's wrong with you? And you're like, okay, girl. Yeah. Okay. Give me a couple hours. You know, you're like, sure, let's do it. So I think there's
This
like
is
a
not
comfort.
normal.
Oh, this is just my pedestrian tiara. So yeah, I was just like super nervous. And I think it would have helped if someone else was maybe there. Like, I sometimes think it would be cool if the two of us were interviewing people, you know?
So basically, you could be the nice person. There'll be good cop, bad cop. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, how fun would that be? Look, bitch, give us the in on that. Veronica's being nice, but give us the real scoop.
Why do I have to be the pit bull? I could be just the sweetest little thing.
I almost fucking like choked on my wine. What are you talking about?
I am
I'm kidding.
extremely sweet. I really am. You know, and I don't give a fuck. You're right. I am a sweet person. I think you know that, but I do have a very IDGAF mentality. I don't really care what people think about.
Yeah, I can tell, but I think that what I really like about you is that you are a lot softer than I think you even think you are.
I
I've seen you
know.
handle yourself with so much grace in situations where I would have just I'm not going to condone punching anyone in the face, but I would have been pushed and you're just like sweet and you're a lot more politically correct than people think you are. Even though you wild out a little bit,
I do.
you
I
have a
do.
lot of softness and forgiveness to you and kindness that I really admire. So
Oh,
I think
thank
that's why we
you.
we've always gotten along so well.
I think
Plus, we pair well,
we like fine wine.
like fine wine,
That's
or
life
like
lessons. You
if I,
learn how to, I don't want to say I don't tamp my feelings down, but I realize that I don't have to respond to everybody else's bullshit. I used to do that. I was a bullet as a younger person, and that didn't do anything but get me in trouble.
right, yeah.
I got a
And
mouth.
also I think like surrounding yourself with confident women because you are very beautiful and you do get a
Oh,
lot of attention
oh,
and surrounding yourself with women like I think I just like want to empower you and I would not ever be jealous. I tell everyone I'm like if I go out with Alisha 95% of the attention is going to go to her cuz she's fucking stunning. And then
oh
I'm okay with
no,
that.
no,
It doesn't mean
no.
I don't have a lineup around the building for me too, girl. Don't I'm not but I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I'm not ever hating on you. I
Okay.
get you, girl.
Yeah, yeah, no. We are our own women.
Right.
Yeah,
And so I can't be friends with women who are not there. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, at some point, you stop worrying about thing. Even if I were to get more attention, or you were to get more attention, who gives a hoo
Right.
ha? What
Right.
is how does that affect anything? And there are
Right.
people who like to keep score. That's what I realized
Right.
earlier in life, that there are people who are keeping score the whole time they're around you. They're never in the moment with you. They're never there to lift you up. They're not there to support you. They're simply there keeping score. You don't need those people in your life.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You need to have a tiara. You need to go live on YouTube and you need to celebrate your fucking Sunday
Girl,
fun
I'm
day.
gonna have to send you one.
I don't know how you haven't already. How long have we been friends and you haven't sent me a tiara? I know you have probably a separate closet in that goddamn mansion you live in for just tiaras. Don't even start with me because I know you. Okay, I'm going to call it out. I'm going to call it out like I see it. Everybody, this girl lives in a mansion. She 100% guaranteed she has a closet that she had custom built with some like shirtless fucking guy woodworking. He probably didn't have any talent, but he was better looking than he had talent. And he built racks for you to put your tiaras on.
So you say I have
Then
collapsing
you have
racks
a
in my closet.
and then you walk in with your mink coat around your I hope you're not wearing mink.
No.
With your wine glass and your stilettos and you're like, "Oh, let me press this button." And it spins around and brings you more tiaras from the back.
I would love
And
that.
this is my tiara that I wear before I take my morning shower. And it's very pedestrian, but I just wear it because I don't want to intimidate too many people. This is my contouring tiara. I wear it while I'm contouring to take the souls of men.
That would be a balls to the wall closet. I would love that. I just have a regular old ordinary closet like everybody else.
Girl, I've taken phone calls in your closet. Okay, it's not a regular
Okay.
closet.
I
It's the
didn't say
size
it
of
was
my
small.
condo. What are you talking about?
I didn't say it was small. I just said it's ordinary.
The last time when she has a party, she has a party. I remember I had to take a phone call and there are people all over the goddamn house. So I went into her bedroom because I'm her girl and I can go into her bedroom and I can go into her closet and she knows it's me. I went into her closet. I was like, I could move in here and she wouldn't even notice me. I could put a king size bed in here, a kitchen. It looks like there's already a sink for some reason and a shower in this it was just like it had a downstairs. Like it was like the biggest closet.
You're too
And
much. You're too much.
here I am. Too much.
It didn't have a closet, it had a wine bar.
Your closet has a closet, okay?
It has a wine bar, not a closet. It helps
I'm
calm
still
me
looking.
down when I need to pick clothing.
I'm still looking for someone to like build me a wine cellar or wine bar like hidden.
Ooh.
So it doesn't look like there's wine there, but it's just like this slight, like you press a button and then it spins around and then there's like all your wine.
Ooh.
96 points or above. Perfectly temperature controlled.
Well, you keep working on that. I don't think you want to put that in someplace you're renting.
Why? It can be in my dresser. I don't need those sweaters.
In your dresser? I don't even have a dresser.
KL says, is this the plot to Overboard? Right? I did watch Overboard like a few weeks ago.
Goldie Hawn?
Favorite. Goldie Hawn.
Oh
one
my
of my
God, that's
favorite
a terrible
movies.
movie.
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Overboard is one of the greatest movies made in the 80s. What is wrong with you? I will fight you.
You bring it on. That's a
do you
movie.
hate Coming to America too?
No, I
'Cause that
love
was-
Coming to America.
Okay. The Goldie Hawn in Overboard was hilarious. Rewatch it. Rewatch it. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I'll give it a second, third chance. I've watched it more than once. I love Goldie Hawn too.
She's hilarious.
She is.
Hilarious. And
just
some
didn't
of
love
her
that
humor
stupid
is
movie.
like subtle too, which is like why I liked Marley. The humor is so subtle sometimes you can't pick it up, but it's there and it's so good. And her
Goldie
and Kurt
Hawn.
Russell have a lot of chemistry.
Marley Cordero, Goldie Hawn,
Marley's a little bit like more subtle or like a little bit darker humor. You know what I mean?
darker, I would say. Yes.
Yeah.
Goldie's very sunshine.
I think I can't remember if it was Goldie Hawn or I think it was Suzanne Summers, who's in her 70s. And I read an article about her still having like a ton of sex. And I was like, oh my God, this woman's a dream.
I can see that being Suzanne Summers.
Yeah, I think it was Suzanne Summers. I'm just reading the chat. Wayne says, can you two Zoom a cappella karaoke? No, not tonight. Stove spaghetti, Jordan says. I don't know what stove spaghetti is. Is that what I made in your closet, in the kitchen in your closet? I don't know.
Stove spaghetti.
KL says Trading Places is GOAT. Trading Places is good, but it's not as good as Coming to America.
No.
But I could watch them back to back. And I love the reference to Coming to America in Trading Places.
In Trading
too.
Places.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, you caught that, huh?
Good for you.
Good for you. Every time I told my mother something, Mom, guess what? Da da da. Good for you, Veronica. Look at you, big shoot.
You know, she just had so many other things on her mind, Veronica. She wasn't dismissing you. She just had a lot of other things going on.
Bachelor degree, big shoot.
Big shoot.
Charge nurse.
So you're saying I should not say that to my daughter?
I mean, not in a condescending way.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So what else are we going to talk about on our Sunday Fun Day formal? We talked about Twitter. That's about it.
We talked about your recent interviews and what do you got in the channels? What's coming up? What are you looking forward to?
I just really want to go to a restaurant and have a fun evening out. That's all I really want. And now that I don't have the option, it's crazy how badly I want that option. Whereas before COVID happened, all I did was make every excuse in the book to not go and do anything.
Right.
So, yeah, I say this all the time, and I'm not politically driven by this, but I think that people are eventually going to break if this shut down. And I feel that like there's one party, the Conservative Party, pushing people that already aren't making good decisions to make make these options worse for themselves. I just think people are eventually, without politics involved, they're eventually going to be pushed to going back to work to feed their family. They're going to be tired of being broke, and they're going to want to get out there. And I think that eventually they're going to be willing to risk getting sick just to get themselves back to normal. And I think like it's easy for me to sit here and complain about being cooped up, but I'm still working, and I still have like a, I'm still very lucky, but a lot of people aren't like that. If I had lost my job, I would want to be able to get back to work as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Especially since like where I live, if you gave me $1,200, what can I buy with that?
Groceries.
It would barely get me through the month with how
Yeah.
expensive it is out here. Don't get me wrong, I can be savvy with what I'm buying in the grocery store, but in California, where's that gonna get you anything? Is Bakersfield even renting anything for $1,200 a month? Like, I don't know anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't cover rent. I don't know that they intended it to cover.
What do they want people to do with it? If they didn't intend it to cover rent, what do they want them to do with it?
I don't know.
It's insane.
It is, which is why I believe they're in talks to increase that number. Like there's supposed to be a second round of those checks going around. I don't think they adequately have thought through much about, the financial assistance. Granted, any financial assistance is supposed to be better than no financial assistance.
Right. But so I think they should have looked at the median income across the different states, because I think in Alabama, $1,200 is probably fine. Or in states where it's cheaper to live. I know Oklahoma's a lot cheaper than California.
Yeah.
I just can't see someone working in a restaurant in San Jose getting laid off and then being able to cover rent with $1,200.
Well,
There's no way.
They assumed also that they would apply for unemployment insurance, and your unemployment was supposed to be what the regular number was plus $600 a week, which,
that's a problem too. People are not able to get through to apply for unemployment. I've heard of stories of people like trying to get unemployment for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Right.
So Jeff Martin says unemployment was ramped by $600 a week with it.
Yeah, right. That's what I was saying. But you've still got to be able to get it approved and get a check. And they also took out that 1 week waiting period. So it's immediate from the date that you're unemployed. I mean, they've adjusted the rules, but the availability of any of the assistance has been mediocre at best.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate. Yeah, I think you're right. There is, and given all of that, the fact that people don't have that $1,200 check in their pocketbook yet, and their X plus $600 a week hasn't been, isn't in their pocket yet, and their small business loan and whatever else isn't in their pocket yet, they're coming to the point where you've got to make some decisions about how to get some money now, not whenever it decides to get to their account. And I think people are really, really starting to risk. And then they start talking to each other. And it doesn't take somebody saying, hey, yeah, go back to work, or hey, yeah, go hang out with your friends, or hey, yeah. It just takes a little spark of, man, I'm really tired of this. And then the other person is like, yeah, I'm really tired of this. Other people are tired of this too. Okay, I think I'm gonna, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a direct statement that says, go back to work or go hang out, or, and I agree. I think
I feel for them. I'm cooped up and I'm tired of this. I'm doing it because if I'm an asymptomatic carrier, I don't want to be the person spreading it around. And if I'm susceptible to it, I don't want to catch it.
Yeah.
I wear a mask when I go out. I only go out to the grocery store. I actually started running outside during less busy hours again because I was not running for a while and I was losing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I thought I'm doing everything I can. I can't be sitting at home and being paranoid. I still have to be able to do something to keep my mental health. And so I started
Yeah.
running again.
Yeah, you need the outlet. So how was that when you went running? Were there lots of people on the trail or in the area that you were running?
Yeah, so I run where the bike paths on the road are really wide.
Yeah.
And so there aren't a lot of people. And when there is someone, one person will go onto the road and another person will stay on the sidewalk. And
Yeah.
we're just weaving like this. And so I'll run past like 3 or 4 people, but there's not that many people out. And the people I do see walking are wearing masks, most of them. So I think people out here are being very compliant. Our numbers are lower than other states.
Yeah.
Given our population and how dense it is, we're doing really well. And I think that we acted quickly in California. So
Yeah.
I really like New York's governor. I like our governor. Yeah. So hopefully other states will follow suit and be compliant.
So
But I,
you're not at risk for taking one of the $35 each way flights to Florida to go hang out on the beach?
no, I will not be doing that. And I would recommend people do not do that. I would not do that. I really feel for the flight attendants and the pilots who are potentially furloughed or out of work, but I just don't see the benefit of that. I feel like there's too much risk right now.
Most of them haven't been furloughed or laid off because the airlines have gotten funds from the government,
Yeah.
and one of the stipulations was that they could not furlough or lay off. So they have their jobs
mean,
at this moment. And one of the stipulations was that they had to maintain flight routes.
So can you imagine our economy trying to get back with all the airlines being bankrupt and no means of adequate transportation because of bankruptcy? So I mean, we have to maintain some sort of economy, I guess. So I think it was good that the government kept them afloat.
Yeah, I mean, most of us use the airlines for leisure travel, but the numbers of business travel is really what keeps airlines afloat.
Right.
There are other travel related organizations, i.e., the cruise lines, that aren't a necessity. They don't take you anywhere for a business purpose. It is totally leisure. And I'm hoping that they're not going to get the bailout funds like, other buses and airlines. And I mean, I don't know what they're doing for companies like Uber. I mean, are they doing anything?
Well, so long term, I think Uber drivers are not going to be sustainable anyway. I think Uber is investing and Lyft, they're investing a lot of money in self driving cars. And I think
Yeah.
like in under 10 years, there will be no Uber drivers. It's a temporary situation for them.
Yeah.
If anyone is interested, you can watch On the Brink, Sam Harris. It's a really good podcast about the future of AI and automation and the need for universal basic income because most things are going to be automated probably towards the end of our lifetime. But people who are being born right now may be in a place where, unless they're highly skilled, there will be no like service jobs. And
You're not going to see McDonald's tellers or cashiers.
right, right. And those entry level positions will be gone
Yeah.
that we so much relied on when I started out in entry level positions. But I feel like there will also be like this niche part of the economy that will
Can I
you know
stop
how
you?
Mhm.
Do you say niche or niche?
Niche. I say niche.
I say niche. Sorry.
I think there'll be a niche part of the economy that will want to pay extra for human interaction. You know how some companies are like, if you call us, there's a human on the other end. and people prefer that. I think there'll be some, like maybe McDonald's that you go to. It's like, we have human cashiers. Your burger's going to be $1 more, but you'll get a human cashier. And maybe some people will like that. I have a feeling it'll be like this extra part of the economy that will offer extra service by a human.
So all of the Beckys of the world who want to speak to the manager will still have somebody they can call.
Yeah. Becky's will always have a place to talk to their manager.
Good for you, Becky's. Good for you. Yeah, right.
I mean, we really have to plan the economy around Becky's.
Don't they already?
Right.
Don't
I'd
they
like to
already?
speak to your manager.
I need to speak to a manager. This is not appropriate. Whatever. Yeah, wow. I'm gonna have to listen to that podcast. I haven't listened to it. You think within
Listen
10
to it,
years
like-
they're gonna have the tech to
Yeah,
remove
there
drivers?
will be no truck drivers in 10 years. There will
Ooh,
be no truck drivers. They've already got fleets. I think there's like 200 or 300 self-driving trucks going around the United States, mapping the United States and having like the detection of all the different objects. There's like a company in China that they send videos to, and there are people that actually like point at a stop sign, and then it's like a stop sign. Point at this sign, it's this. Point at a tree, it's this. And so the computer knows to, what stuff is there as a barrier or what it needs to look out to, and it like helps with the mapping.
I'm
Yeah,
getting,
there'll be.
I'm getting very Westworld here,
Yeah,
given that it's Sunday.
season 3 Westworld's amazing. I think it's the best season so far.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck did that just happen?
yeah.
She's
yeah.
all of them.
I didn't know how they could top the last season. Actually, the first season was still my favorite.
I think the first season's my favorite too.
Yeah, but I didn't know how they could top it, and they have topped it. They went to the nth this season. I'm loving it.
I love any sort of show like Black Mirror that incorporates futuristic types of technology. All
Yeah.
of their cars look like the new Tesla truck, don't you think?
They've
all got these like very sleek designs with those like longer lights around the edges, and
Yeah.
and they're all self-driving, most of
Yeah.
them.
Right?
So I love the technology they've incorporated in there. I'm still trying to figure out, how they went laps through different time cycles in season 1.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out like what year they were in then and what year they're in now, and like
I have no idea. No idea. Literally, we have been trying to do the same thing by trying to reference conversation. We can't figure it out.
Yeah, and so that the protagonist from season 1 was back in that one episode. And so I'm thinking that the first season was actually during the future, but started out like a lot further in the past. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to figure out where their endpoint was in season 1, what year that was.
When you figure it out, you let me know. I have no idea.
Cheers to Westworld and us understanding 25% of it.
Right? Wow. Yeah. What would happen? Sorry, I actually have to drink if I cheers.
Yeah, don't insult Veronica. You bring shame to family.
I'm sorry. I wonder if there's anybody out there who is actually pegging along exactly with Westworld. I think most of us are flummoxed.
Just get on Reddit. I'm sure there's people on Reddit who are nerding out on the time scale.
What is with the Reddit?
Don't make yourself sound your age right now, because every time I talk to you and go out with you and dance and everything, you're 30. But then when you start saying things like, what is with the Reddit?
The Reddit.
I'm like, girl, what's with it?
You know what? It's not enhancing my life in any way, shape, or form. So what do I care? There's too many apps and social media, apps out there for me to be. I can't partake of it all. I'm homeschooling right now. You think I have time to worry about what's on Reddit?
I know.
I'm trying to get back with 6th grade math.
that whole like how to beat are you smarter than a fifth
Fifth
grader or
grader.
second grader or whatever
Yeah,
it
fifth
is?
grader.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm so embarrassed when I watch that show. I'm like, shit, I don't remember that.
But the thing is, they're not going to remember it in 2 years. 2 years down the road in
Right.
seventh grade, they're going to say, fuck it. I don't remember what happened in fifth grade.
Also, as you become an adult, you start like my brain is very fine tuned for my job. Everything else I've forgotten, you know? So I know the software really well, and then I don't remember anything else. I do
That's
remember
because
nursing.
we have limited space in our brains, or we have learned to only access limited amounts of space in our brain. When I say that, because we probably could use more of our brain if we were to adapt better, but we haven't. And
Oh, and during COVID, I'm using less and less of my brain.
Jesus, I feel them dying. I feel them withering away.
That might be the alcoholism, the
That's-
COVID alcoholism everyone's gonna have when we're all done.
It's a thing. It really is.
I was like, oh, alcohol is. As soon as they said everything's gonna be shut down, I'm like, they ain't shutting down the liquor stores. I'll just tell you that there's gonna be a fucking riot, and they know it, and they didn't.
Like I don't remember them saying that liquor stores were a necessary business.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But I was shocked when I went past Bevmo and it was open. What the fuck is in there besides stuffed olives that could be a food product that you absolutely have to have?
Are you
Bevmo
telling
is
me
open.
that I cannot have wine as a sustainable source of breakfast?
It is not. No, sorry.
Girl, it is grapes. Have you not had grapes? They're nutritious.
And delicious, but they are not necessary. So yeah, I was shocked. I was ordering off of wine.com thinking, wow, wine.com is still in business.
Wayne says 100% necessary. Yes, it is. And I'm telling you, there are people out there, and just as a nurse, I know this, there are people out there who have literally, they're not getting drunk, but they literally are having their 2 beers every single day, or maybe 3 every single day. It's a part of their routine. They're not what we would stereotypically think of as an alcoholic, but they're dependent. They're getting used to, they've had that for years. And so if we shut down the liquor store, they would go through withdrawal and it would not be good. I have seen some severe withdrawal in the hospital.
You would not classify that as a functioning alcoholic?
Look, I think the lines are gray. And I'm not a doctor because I think that there is like an actual classification that's clearly defined.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is or isn't. I think that there are people out there who have like 2 drinks a night and they don't get drunk, and that's just what they do. And I don't know if I would classify that myself as an alcoholic. I don't think it's good, but I think they do it. You know what I mean? And they function. And their liver's okay. Look at you. Why are you so flabbergasted?
Because I'm counting up the number of drinks I have every. Wow. I might fall in that category. My husband and I like to have a cocktail.
Yeah, but that's like, I think there's, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Do you have them every single night?
No, I mean, probably 4 nights. You know, we have a cocktail. The weekends we're having a cocktail for sure. And probably a glass of wine during the week. And yeah, so it's. Do we get bloodshot? No.
I think you're dealing with COVID.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
I think a lot of people are drinking a lot more now too.
Well, yeah, COVID alcoholism, COVID isolationism, COVID. I mean,
Depression.
the depression, the mental health issues that are going to come out of this situation. I mean,
Oh, it's just amplifying any sort of mental health because these people, everyone's isolated. I'm feeling like I'm struggling with it, and I feel like I'm okay
yeah,
most of the time.
yeah, yeah. I could not, I don't know that I could do it being a single person. I have a husband that's in the house. I have a child that's in the house. I'm hearing her conversations on the phone. So I get that amount of interaction. Being in this, in a space alone for this long, what are we on now? Like week 6, 7?
I actually haven't been working. I've been working from home. Remember, I had that 1 week of vacation. I think
Yeah.
like 3 weeks.
And
So I have a lot of interactions in other ways with people, and I also grew up very, I guess, like alone. My parents were always working. My brother was always doing his own thing, and I learned to be alone. And I actually now I'm fine with being alone. So it
all
doesn't
of the
bother me.
time though.
I think like I try to Zoom with people. I will reach out to people if I'm not feeling great, and I'll go running. And I feel like I have a good amount of interaction. Plus, I'm very on social media, so it feels like when I'm on there and looking at other people's stories, it feels nice to see other people, even though I'm not like directly in the room with them. I don't know. I still like have my moments, but I feel mostly okay.
I was just quickly going back and trying to remember. We pretty much started social isolating when my daughter's school said the kids won't be coming back. And that for me had to be March.
You did before me because I remember you telling me about that, and I was still going into the office.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
that was mid-March. It's been a minimum of 5 weeks for us.
yeah. So it hasn't been that long for me. I think by the end of May I'll be probably going stir crazy. I'll probably go move in with Andrew and Mia. 'Cause
Well, I
they've
mean, there
been
could be worse
isolating
places
too.
to be. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't see that there is an out here, given that there's not a great likelihood of a what's the word that I want? A fix for this. There's nothing that's going to take the virus away. Why is my brain not working any longer?
Maybe it's the daily cocktails.
I just moved the champagne away from myself. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, I mean it's not going away. It's gonna be like this for 2 years. We're gonna be on and off, um, social distancing and stay at home orders for 2 years, I think.
I don't see how that's going to happen. I think you're right. People are going to break here pretty soon. People are going to head back to work. People are going to head back to some more sense of a normalcy.
Maybe we get a
and
vaccine though. Maybe we get a vaccine. That would be great. M Stone says
Okay.
cure is out there. Hopefully. Yeah, I mean it would be great to get a vaccine. Um,
I'm not going to disagree with you, but I mean, they don't even have thoughts of that for, a year out,
that's typically how long it takes a vaccine, yeah. To get a
right?
vaccine, yeah.
If not longer.
I think there's like
Anyway,
some trials going on in China right now, and I think there's trials. There might be some trials here.
yeah,
You know what? Sometimes I need to turn it off, so I haven't been keeping up with the latest like these last few days, just
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's overwhelming to me at times.
So what's going to be your first outing when they say we're going to lax up on these stay-at-home orders? If we can get you tested and find that you,
I would love to have the antibodies. I would love to
yes,
get tested, and they say
yes,
you have the antibodies and you're okay.
yeah,
And as long as I wouldn't have a fever or a cough, I would be okay with going somewhere. I just wouldn't. I'm really, really concerned about spreading it
yeah,
and spreading it to vulnerable populations, spreading it to people who have asthma or people who are over the age of 60 or whatever the vulnerable groups are.
yeah.
And so I would surely go out knowing that I'm being as safe as possible.
Hmm.
Other than that, I don't know. Like if they lift all of these shelter in place orders and say you can go, I don't think I'm going to just jump to go out right away. I think I will wait to see, is there going to be a second influx of cases? But yeah, given that, like, let's say they test us and we have antibodies and I have no fever and I'm not spreading it, I don't know. I would probably just go to like a local restaurant and walk around. That's what I would really like to do. And maybe like stay out when it's dark and wear something slutty and go dancing.
You could do that on the patio, you know. You have a patio.
I know. I mean, I'm sure everyone would look at me funny. It's like a lot of families here. I thought it was going to be a lot more young people, and I'm like, Silicon Valley, yeah, it's going to be cocaine and Ferraris. No, it's like everyone has 2.5 kids, and like everyone goes to sleep at 9 p.m. It's fucking quiet. It's like not
I
what
remember
thought.
your excitement for moving there, and you were like, you know, tell me all of the amenities and
And then there's no one here, and it's all just like kids with their parents, and everyone's like, shh, we're going to bed. We have to tech in the morning.
oh, I'm so sorry. But think of this. You could have sheltered in place where you're at or sheltered in place where you were.
Oh God, no, thank you. That old man coughing. So Alicia's referencing my last apartment building, and it was I didn't one of the reasons I moved is because I didn't have like proper outdoor patio. It was facing other apartments, and it was like this circle. And in Europe, they have these apartments everywhere, and I'm like, oh, who can live like that? Because you walk out on your balcony and you don't see outside; you just see your neighbors.
Right. It's an
And
interior courtyard.
yeah. And so the guy across from me, directly across from me, was this like older. How do I describe him? He would walk out in, he had a really big belly. He would walk out in a wife beater tank top that was stained, clearing his throat every morning. And I would be laying in bed at like 9 a.m. on a weekend and be like, what is that? Like, and I remember like being sick a few times and being home and trying to be in bed, and like I didn't need an alarm clock because 9 a.m. I was like, fuck, he's the main reason I moved away.
That and the amalgamation of smells that were coming out of the other.
So when I open my door, I get a breeze, and I get that outdoor breeze. But because we were in this circle where like everyone's like a foot away from each other, whoever cooked dinner that night, and it was usually all of them because we're all fucking trying to make ends meet in Silicon Valley, we can't afford to go out. And so all the smells of everyone's dinner is coming right into my apartment. And I remember in the middle of winter, I had to run the air conditioning just because I was like, I need to not smell everyone's like fried food and spices and everything.
Yeah.
Woo! And then I don't even want to, I'm traumatized. I recovered, and I don't want to go into all the other problems of that place. Not to mention like the garbage problem that was
But
piling
it
up.
just shines a light on what a better situation you are in, even though you have to shelter in place.
Yeah, no, this place is beautiful. I wish that they would leave the amenities open. And I mean, like the pool is outside. Just leave the pool outside and take away, like, put like 8 feet in between each chair or something, and let us just be able to get outside, you know? Or if we're
Would
in
you
the
go up
pool,
to the pool deck if they did that?
yeah, if we're outside and I'm staying away from people, yes, everyone's been really respectful around this neighborhood. I think like people would be okay with that, but if they brought their kids, it would be probably difficult because they're all over the place. But
Yeah.
the pool on the roof, I'm pretty sure it's usually adults. I'm pretty sure people would stay away from each other. But yeah, the gym is probably not good.
No. Yeah, I just saw something from some gym owner today who was saying you can't wait for them to ease up on the regulations. And his way of helping would be to remove every other cardio machine so that there was space between the cardio machines.
I appreciate that, but there's like heat and sweating and viral shedding everywhere.
Yeah, I think
Have
he was
viral shed
missing
with
that whole
us.
point. He was missing that for sure.
Yeah, no, not in the gym. If there was like open air. See, you know where you and I could go is the mix in Sacramento. That there's no roof on that club.
They could start marketing that.
That's one of the most fun places I've ever gone to. I have so much fun every time I go there. And I especially love, especially growing up in Canada and not ever going to a club that was like an open club like that. There's like palm trees and there's no roof on this club. If you, any of you in the chat have ever been there, and it's like you're looking at the stars while there's music playing and you're dancing and you can see outside. It is so fun. That's one of my favorite places.
Really hard to social distance there unless you're going to get bottle service though.
Yeah.
It's pretty packed.
It is pretty packed.
So.
Oh, I've had some fun nights there.
Never.
With you. And you know what's funny? I'm going to tell the story anyway. You know what's funny? One of the last times that Alisha and I went there, because that is our place of choice.
Yeah.
We both got in for free because they consider women or men over 40 to be seniors, and it's a seniors discount. Free! What's up?
Oh, she said it out loud.
And I'm like, you know, the 25-year-olds are hitting on you, but we got the seniors discount.
Montgomery
Vargas,
boards.
thank you for joining us. Have a good night too.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm itching to go to a club.
I mean, eventually you will.
I'm
There's only so much homeschooling you're going to want to do. You're going to be like, I need to be around some adults and do some body shots.
We can do that in my backyard. We'll have a little party in the backyard. We weren't going to.
I have done that, but yes.
I know I can't wait to go. Go out to eat. John and I love to go to the movies. I don't know that that's going to be able to happen. I mean, everybody's sitting in a movie theater.
I do love going to the movies too, and the popcorn and everything. It's now nostalgic to me.
Yeah.
And I didn't go very often. So, but I hope I watched The Invisible Man. I paid $20 to rent it.
Yeah, we watched it too.
I thought it was actually pretty good.
I watched it like this because I don't like scary movies. This is me.
But I have to say, like, I hope that they release more movies like that, because some of us may prefer to stay at home and watch it and pay the $20 whether or not we go to the movies. And I know that the movie theaters are a business and they need to maintain themselves. So I understand why they don't, but right now it would be nice if they release the rest of the movies that they were going to release just like that.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen too soon, because I don't think they have a plan for selling every third seat in the house.
Yeah.
I think they've been making the studios have been making decent money with the release straight to video, because everyone's watching right now, like everyone.
Yeah, but unfortunately the movie theaters are not benefiting from that. So the local businesses are not doing well, and the people who worked there. That's the one thing. I think like the economy though will find other means, other ways. Like I think the mask making economy is making good money right now, and maybe teachers who have a website with easy to understand instructions with a digital whiteboard are going to start popping up. I don't know. I think humans are innovative and adaptable. So
what neither of us have mentioned, poker. Either of us itching to play poker?
The next time I go play poker, I'm going with you. And I will throw your phone away if that husband of yours keeps texting and calling you, which he does every time we go.
He does.
We are putting in a fucking 20-hour session.
I can see that in my future.
Yeah, we're going to sit next to each other. We're going to have a bottle of champagne or Camus or whatever. I might even get dressed up. We need to pick a casino. I think Thunder Valley probably would be a good place to just sit for 20 hours. It's a very comfortable room.
It is.
I think Sacramento has more luxurious poker rooms, like more posh places to play. Like Stones used to be the best, most comfortable place to play. I feel like Silicon Valley, like Bay 101 and Matrix, they're good, but they're not like that. They're not like as service oriented.
Yeah.
They're not as comfortable.
Yeah. Not service oriented. That's funny. Remember the last time we played at Bay? Do you remember the last time we played together?
Which time? I think we've played there several times together.
Yeah, the last time we played and you were trying to get your food order correct.
Oh God. I ordered. It took about an hour. It came out, looked like it got dragged through the street.
It was ridiculous.
It was a Vietnamese vermicelli dish.
Yeah.
It was like one strand of meat all attached, like not even cut. It was just like this big squishy piece of meat that got run over outside.
It was roadkill.
It was roadkill, and I sent it back. It took another hour.
Yeah.
They brought something else. The manager came over and talked. It was the worst.
It was awful. It was awful.
Bay 101, I'm just going to say it. Their fucking restaurant sucks. I have no affiliation with anyone. They're probably going to hate me. Their restaurant is terrible, and everybody knows it. And the owner of the restaurant plays in the casino, and he swears it's the greatest. And I'm like, dude, you're lying to us. You're lying to yourself. Bay 101 has shit food. It's my favorite place to play out here. I know Matrix is good too, and a lot of people love Matrix, but I love Bay 101. Chips are very slippery though, Bay 101 chips.
I don't remember that.
They're very slippery. You can't get a good like
grip. Yeah, so there's no
play with them.
How did you do that?
Let me get my banana.
I don't think I've ever played with my chips like that, but okay.
Oh, come on. I'm going to videotape you playing with your chips next time and then just put that on a repeat for the next 5 years.
You do that. Yeah, no, Sacramento, we were very lucky for a long time.
I mean, granted, Capital Casino, someone drove through the wall and gave them an extra door. But besides that place.
Yeah. We don't put them on the list.
Yeah, Thunder Valley, very luxurious. Stones, posh.
Yeah.
Capital Casino, you can get a blowjob in the parking lot, buy some cocaine, a little baggie, and then go play a little bit of 1-2 with, I mean, there's a hella action out there.
There's a shitload of action at Capital. Unfortunately, there's too many people on the same action, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
We're not really saying, but we're saying.
I'm not saying, but that's that on that.
So, and let's talk about Capital Casino.
Oh, shall we?
Because, yeah, let's talk about it. Because a lot of people don't know about Sacramento's action.
Yeah.
And during the time I was living in Sacramento and you and I were playing in Veronica and Friends a lot, there was a big game that went on at Capital Casino that everyone knew about that. And they're bringing up Mike Postle in the chat. Mike Postle did not play in that game because it was not live streaming. He could not cheat. But
Never, ever. He was asked, would you come? Hey, we're going to go over and try to get in the game after.
And he wouldn't.
And there was always a reason why he wouldn't go.
Yeah. And then he told people that he had never heard of it. Bullshit, Mike, you fucking liar. Anyway, so Capital Casino ran like a 25-50 with a straddle of like 100 or 200 for like over a year.
Yeah.
And that was one of the biggest games, I would say, probably on the West Coast. But I don't know about the private games that go on in LA. I've heard about them. And there's private games in San Francisco that are bigger than that with some of the big tech guys. I know there's like big tech, like Facebook VPs that are playing in these like private games in San Francisco. But the ones in the casinos, I really think that Capital Casino game for that like over a year that it ran was probably the biggest I've heard of. Yeah. And I know one guy, from my estimates, from what I've heard from my friends, lost between 1 and 3 million in that game. I think it was closer to 3 million. And you know who that was. He threw a pancake at the wall when I was in the game. And he could do anything he wanted because he was a big whale.
Because money talks.
I thought it was a little predatory. I had talks with a lot of my friends because I got bought into a 25-50 game and I was given 50% of what I won. And I sat in that game with my jaw on the fucking floor.
I couldn't do it. I would vomit.
No. It wasn't the money. The money was not what was making me vomit. It was the way this whale was being treated. It was the way that if I threw a fucking blueberry pancake at the wall and vomited on myself, you better believe the security guards are going to pick me up and kick me out.
Right.
Or I would say the stone security guards would probably help me call an Uber because they were really quite nice.
Yes, they were awesome. They know you by name. I never walked out of there with a, hey, Alisha, how'd you do tonight?
They were awesome.
Yeah.
They were like amazing staff there.
Yeah.
So, but this guy threw a pancake at the wall, threw up on himself, all kinds of stuff, and everybody catered to him. And I'm like, this is predatory. He was high. I think he was high. I know he was drunk. And it took me a while to come to terms with what I think there's sides to poker that really bother me, and that is the predatory side. I think a game, and I think Mike Postle is a predator in poker. Like, I think the game should be even. And when I say even, we all come to the table. We all bring our own skills. Some of us choose to study. Some of us choose not to. Some of us play recreationally. Some of us don't. But man, like, bringing someone in who's drunk or high and then like allowing them to do whatever the fuck they want because they're spending the money. I don't know if I like that. I don't know how I felt about that. I feel like it's a gray line.
Did you feel like that was a management decision or everybody in the game was good with it?
Everyone in the game was good with it.
Do you think that when he was in a sober state of mind, that he understood that that's what was happening?
I think that was his personality. I think he was known for that kind of stuff. And everyone from Sacramento knows who I'm talking about. I think that he had some other issues going on in his life that made him more reckless and made him lose a lot of money. And so, like, let's say there's a businessman who comes into a high stakes game.
Yeah.
And he's sober or mostly sober because, we all have a drink or two when we're playing. It's fine. And he goes in and he loses, a good amount of money, but he was there, and he was like mentally had the capacity to go there and know what his risk was. And I think this guy in Sacramento knew the risks, but was not in a good mental place. And I felt subjectively that it was slightly predatory.
Right. So I guess what I was trying to get at there was at some point he was cognizant of I'm in a game. I know
No, he definitely loved playing high stakes. This guy,
which is great. But at some point, the bar should cut you off.
Right.
If you know that the person is inebriated on something other than alcohol, he should be removed from the game for his own safety.
When he barfs on himself, it's time to go.
Yeah, exactly.
If he goes outside to barf, he shouldn't come back and sit down at the table and be like, let's fucking go, and throw a pancake at the wall.
Was it a blueberry pancake?
It was a blueberry pancake. And I was like, it's a blueberry pancake. Those are my favorite pancakes. Why are you throwing a blueberry pancake at the wall? I would eat that blueberry pancake.
Okay. So I'm going to just drag this back to the conversation we were at previous. I can't wait to go out for a good fucking breakfast.
Yes.
I need a good, proper breakfast before we play our 20 hours of poker. That's what we're going to do.
Breakfast Club. Remember our breakfast? So the Breakfast Club in San Jose is, whenever Alisha and I go for breakfast there, it's like we get like 4 fucking plates like this big. like, oh, do you want toast or do you want coffee cake? Well, coffee cake, obviously. And it's this mound of coffee cake.
Right.
I was like, that's your toast replacement?
Right.
That's like, oh, do you want a piece of toast or would you like this elaborate, like 6 pounds of cake?
Right.
It's just like, do you want your Kia or would you like a Ferrari? Which one are you going to choose, ma'am? Obviously the Ferrari. So they give you, it's like this for one plate, like your whole entire arm. And then
Right.
so we'd have 4 of these plates on our table.
Because we like a little sweet and a little savory.
Right. You need to have that balance. It's called a
Right.
balanced range.
Right.
Plus, then they would have the best morning, not mojitos. What did they have? They'd have like, not sangria. We'd always have like a breakfast mimosa.
Yeah.
They'd have like 10 different mimosas to choose from.
They have everything. Bloody Marys, mimosas, the works. Any kind of breakfast beverage you would like.
But I believe they also have those breakfast Bloody Marys that have like a bacon strip,
Yes.
like a hard-boiled egg, and like
Yes.
just like everything piled on top, and a shrimp
Right.
on top of the drink.
Right. Half rack of ribs.
Marty Moose says, worried about a pancake instead of 3 million. Elma, laugh my ass off. I mean, don't waste a blueberry pancake. Okay, learn your lesson.
Right.
Listen, listen, Linda. Don't waste blueberry pancakes.
If you want to throw your 3 million away, that's on you.
Do it,
but don't
not
fuck around with the blueberry pancakes.
Priorities.
Right. Get your shit together.
Mother make pancake and you throw on the wall.
That's just wasteful. 3 million out the door, that's stupid. Pancakes on the wall, that's wasteful.
Wasteful. That's disrespectful.
It is. It is.
How
So
dare
yeah,
you?
a really good breakfast before the 20-hour poker binge.
Oh, and after.
No, then I need rest, and then I need to get ready for an amazing dinner.
Let's get into details because
Yeah.
I feel like if we don't have a plan, we won't follow through.
Okay.
When would the 20 hours start? Like, are we going to go through the entire night or are we going to start like at 10 a.m. and then go to like 3 or 4?
I think time is going to be a non-existent factor. So it's not going to matter because by the time we get back to the poker room, every DGen who has been trying to make it on fucking ACR and whatever other online poker is going to be so in need. The poker room is going to be fucking lit.
You realize that we fall under that bracket, right?
Girl, I am not playing online poker except for on Wednesday
we're
nights in clubs.
DGens. We're DGens.
Speak for yourself.
Girl, come on. I know you. Don't lie to me and all of these people on YouTube.
I am a social recreational player. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
I feel like Joey Ingram already pointed out your DGen-ness. He has a whole video about you, Alisha.
Who?
Joey Ingram.
Oh my God, that was one night. That was one night.
Literally every night you're like that.
But I'm not. Am I? No.
Lie to your family, not to your best friend, Alisha.
I don't know. I do tend to go to have a good time. I do. I absolutely do. And it's not necessarily always centered around the money. Don't get me wrong.
Linda,
I don't go to the poker room to donate dollars.
You're not going for a good time, Linda. You're going for the best time every single time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, otherwise, why get up and go? So,
right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes. And that's why I love you. Because, like, it's not going to be a shit time.
Yeah, right? I mean, shit, I'm going
And
out
that's
the
why
house.
everyone was like, is Alisha going to be in the game? I'm like, yes, Alicia's in the game. Come on, let's go.
Life is short. It really is. If we're not learning that at this fucking moment, go have a good time when you go out.
Right.
I can't help it that happens to be at least 2 to 3 times a week for me.
What do you want me to do, huh? Do it 3 times a week for me, none for you. What do you want me to do? Is my fault? No. You gotta pick up the pace. You gotta come meet me where I am.
Exactly. There it is.
What you want Alisha to do? You want me to slow down? I can't slow down.
I don't slow down.
Look at my fucking tiara. What you want me to do, huh? I garden with tiara like this.
Does this bitch look like she got brakes? I ain't got no brakes. Brakes off.
You're fucking gardening in your tiara. And you know what? She's not even lying. She's
I'm
not
not
even
lying.
because I remember her Snapchatting me gardening with a fucking tiara on. That's her pedestrian tiara, ladies and gentlemen. This is where Alisha is. That's her pedestrian tiara. Girl, why didn't you break out the real ones?
I'm
us?
sorry.
Do you have to get out special gloves?
Okay. Do you want me to bust you out here? I mean, you have the pageant background. I don't.
I don't have any of my tiaras anymore, but I'm thinking now because I don't know how long COVID will last. I might order myself a tiara like this high.
Yeah.
And just wear it.
Yeah.
Every time
I
I
don't have
interview
anything
someone.
that tall. But I mean, my biggest is probably about here. You know, it really is a like pageant tiara. It's amazing. It makes me happy.
I mean, we won't be mad if you go and get it and put it on.
You do know what it takes to put a tiara in your hair properly.
Plus, you'd have to go into that tiara closet of yours and click that
it is-
button that spins and rotates the hundreds of tiaras that you own.
I have to get the attendant to let me into the closet.
She's my rich friend, everybody.
I'm not.
That's why I sent her the wine bill.
What did I tell you? So anyway, no, I'm not gonna get it this time, but I'll wear a different tiara the next time.
Oh, okay. Should we do this next weekend?
Why not? I don't know if I'm gonna get a dress again.
I have more dresses that I
You
haven't
do?
been able to wear because do you
I
want to
can't
know?
fit in any of them.
Okay, oh, that's why I don't do them up in the back. I'm totally open in the back. Do you
Are
want to
you
know what
lying?
you did to me? No, I'm not lying. I'm totally open in the back. Look. Does that look done up? No. Okay. Do you want to know what you did to me, Alisha? Alisha,
What?
I said, Alisha, I need to buy some like dresses and stuff for New Year's. And you're like, girl, just go to Fashion Nova. Just get yourself a dress. You're just gonna wear it a few times, whatever.
Great.
I went on Fashion Nova and I became nuts. And I bought like 10 things. And now I have all these outfits that I cannot wear anywhere. And so guess what? We're gonna have to do this every week. And I'm gonna have to get dressed up.
You know, it's cheap.
And you know what?
fashion.
I blocked Fashion Nova because it is addictive. I am not going on there anymore. And I'm in my 40s. I should know better. What's wrong with me? Fashion
I'm
Nova?
older than you, and I told you to go to Fashion Nova. So what's that thing?
But the thing with you is you look like you're 30.
I look like whatever I look like. I told you, I'm going to be the 60, 70-year-old lady wearing stuff that people find totally inappropriate. And all I'm going to have to say at that point is, fuck you.
I can't wait when you're 85 or 95 when they bury you. You're gonna be wearing like a fucking slutty outfit buried like this.
Just make sure my fingernail looks good. Yeah. Now, I mean,
Does the nail artist you go to still ask you if you have a boyfriend?
no more. They like the fact that I married and I bring my married money with me. There's a difference. You know, boyfriends, yeah. I don't know where girls find boyfriends who pay for shit. I never had a boyfriend like that. But
Oh,
husband,
I have a girlfriend who was snapping me today. She's like, just make sure you find yourself a man who pays for all your hair and your nails. I'm like, where are you finding these men? She's single, by the way. I'm like, where are you finding these men? I've never had a man pay for anything.
ever. Like,
He's like, they're enjoying me, so they should pay for all of this. And I'm like, any man I've ever dated would be like, well, then don't get extensions and don't do your eyelashes and don't get your nails done. I like you the way you are. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
yeah. Well, that just ruined that shit. Great.
Never mind. You like the granola, Veronica. You know,
Yeah.
they say that, but wait until you're not done up, and then you do get done up. They're like, oh, you
Right.
look amazing. They do
Right.
love it.
Yeah. The only other negative to that is then they realize how long and extensive the amount of work it takes for you to
And the
look.
older you get, the more expensive and long everything takes too.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
So, what are your plans for this week?
This week, my child goes back to school tomorrow. So we're
Like
going to be making a
to
little,
a school?
not a physically going. No, everything is going to be online, distance learning through the rest of the school year. They are keeping to her school term, so they didn't extend the school year, which I find interesting. They're going to let these last 6 weeks go. We've got a full-on plan. We know exactly what to expect. And she's been doing a little bit of it for the last 4 weeks. She has an amazing teacher who didn't miss a step with her students. They've been on all of their subjects, on all of their reading. She's phone called them through this all. She's been awesome. But we're officially back to distance learning, official school, can get graded, yada, yada. So that'll be interesting. I am, like, as you're aware, I'm a business owner, and I am in that group of people who did not get a PPP loan, who did not get a disaster recovery loan, and trying to figure out how we're going to keep things afloat and be able to take care of our employees. So it's a stressful,
Yeah.
stressful week for me. I love doing things like this, but in the back of my mind, all of that is there, how I'm going to how we're going to kind of hit the corner business wise to make sure we can keep our employees. So
Yeah, I'm feeling so incredibly blessed during this time to still have a job.
yeah.
I'm taking a little bit each paycheck and putting it into the San Jose Food Bank. Um,
Look
and
at you,
just
go girl.
yeah, just trying to help out. I think that's probably the best thing to do because like I don't know what else could help the population right now that's lost their job. I think people just like need to eat,
Yeah.
obviously pay their bills, but I wouldn't know how to send people money. So anyway,
Yeah.
giving to the food bank, I think that's the best thing right now. At least get their basic needs met.
Yeah. I like that. I've been trying to keep in touch with organizations like my local arts organizations. I have a special needs child. So we've reached out to all of those organizations that have helped us through the years. And
Yeah.
it's not just during this time, but as a regular for us, that's where our dollars go.
Yeah.
I haven't reached out to a local food bank. I think that would probably be great. We personally are in a good position.
So
The
I tell
business,
people, I think that's the best. And food banks prefer cash donations, and
yeah,
you can easily donate online. And even something like $50 can help like feed 5 families, I've heard, 5 meals, because they'll
I'm
do
gonna
like $10 bags for one meal for like a
I'm gonna
family of
talk to my
4.
mom. My mom works volunteer hours twice a week at the food bank in Folsom,
Yeah.
where she lives, and see if what do they say if that's the best route, cash. She's not volunteering right now because she's in that high risk group.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but I mean, yeah, that's probably a great idea. I mean, when
Yeah.
you do that, when you get past your own personal angst and you're able to reach out and help somebody else, it does kind of help you as well in your own.
Yeah.
So that's a great idea.
I
think
really
I'll do
think that we're going to get to a time, if this lasts too long, we have to really consider helping our neighbors. Those of us who still can help should help.
Yeah.
We should do what we can just to get through this. And I
Yeah.
tweeted about that. If you can help someone, if you can help your neighbor, if you know your neighbor is out of work and you still have a job, you really should buy them groceries. You know what I mean? Like you should help people right now because this economy is one of the worst we've seen in our lifetime.
Yeah.
and hopefully we can recover. But I feel as a human, I am obligated to do what I can. I can't give a lot because I live in Silicon Valley and it's hella expensive,
Yeah.
but I still will contribute what I can to the food bank. And I think like we all should do that right now, those of us who can. Derek says hi from Las Vegas. Hi, Derek.
Hey, Derek.
Well, I think I'm going to end it and take my butt to bed. I would highly recommend. Did you watch Tales from the Loop with your family?
No.
You should watch it. I told you about it. It's one of the best shows I've seen in a long time.
Okay.
It's like it's kind of sad. It's kind of amazing. It's like a fairy tale. It's a beautiful story, and I think like kids would love it too.
Okay. Tuesdays are usually a movie night for us. So Tuesday night, Tales from the Loop.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. It's
Okay.
I've been rewatching it actually. So
You've been rewatching it, really?
yeah,
Okay.
just because I feel like there were some things I missed early on. So
I'll do it. Well, it's
yeah,
been a blast. I'm going to go take my tiara and my gown
tiara, your
off.
tiara.
Tiara.
Thank you everyone who's been watching our Sunday Funday formal. Hopefully we can do it again next Sunday and wear different dresses that we've bought and couldn't wear out. I have a few say my name outfits, like
Oh, Lord.
a fluorescent orange one piece.
Oh,
I could
Lord.
just do the when you call.
Oh, Lord.
What could you ask him? I
You
can't
really
even
did
remember
get
the
sucked in.
lyrics.
You really did get sucked in.
I got into a Fashion Nova wormhole and I couldn't get out of it, and it was a horrible time for me.
I can't wait to see
And
the shit.
companies that make returns difficult, and I live in a building where I have to drive somewhere to return something. I just don't.
You
I
get
wish
a
I had a
credit.
return box.
Yeah, I have like a $50 credit still there.
Yeah, but then the credit is shit. I don't want a credit, so I'm just like, I'll keep it and I'll lose weight, right? I'll lose weight and I'll fit in it next summer. No, I won't.
No, you're not.
Okay, let's next Sunday have a Say My Name 90s outfit theme.
Unfortunately, I have something for that.
Oh, I know you do. I know you do. We've hung out enough. I know you've got a little, I think you have like a bright onesie. You and I match a lot. We'd be like, are you wearing a bun tonight? Because I'm wearing a bun. Yeah, I'm going to wear a bun. What are you wearing? What kind of outfit? We would match a lot. I'm wearing a onesie, a black onesie, or like a tan, I can't remember, tan pants and a crop top or some shit. I don't know.
I've got some animal print that's screaming to get out.
Carol Baskin.
Oh, God. All right. So next Sunday.
Next Sunday,
I love it.
90s Say My Name party.
Okay. I'll make sure you get a pic ahead of time.
Perfect. It
All
was
right.
nice seeing you. I hope you have a wonderful night. Jeff Martin, have a good night. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.